Going to be a busy next couple of days as we get into the Christmas season. We just heard with Patrick here that it's going to be dangerously cold over the next couple of days. First time since I believe he said 1989. We've
right. Yeah,
we've been these type of temperatures about 4 to 8 degrees in the morning in the valleys is what we're looking at. So over the next couple of days, Dade County is going to be, I guess, on high alert as far as the very extreme cold temperatures.
Actually, all the way through Christmas, really, because you don't know. But it's going to stay down, cold down into the teens is one thing. But when it gets down and stays there for days and days and days, a lot of our younger generation don't realize what that means. I mean, really, used to years ago, it was common the winters, from Thanksgiving on, for the ponds to freeze over and all that, and and you just gotta. It's going to be different, and also on the water lines and all, there'll be lines freeze that you don't even think about, So you just need to really be cautious. Our roads, now we're going to handle that, and we're ready. I've been on the phone this morning, been with Billy, we got everything ready on that. The state, they're doing a good job. They've already got the brine down on all the state routes, which is a material, they put down, and it soaks down into the asphalt before the front comes in, and so that way when it does freeze and whatever we do get and it hits the road, even if it's cold enough to freeze, that brine's going to melt it to a point, that it won't be so dangerous. What we worry about though is the refreeze, because it's going to be so cold. Even if it thaws it, then through the night it could refreeze during the day tomorrow. So anyway, but just be careful. Those, and I mentioned, this is something we hadn't talked about much, but your ponds, I know farmers got ponds, we've got, little bodies of water, but don't let your kids get out there. I mean, it's going to look, it's going to freeze enough that it'll look really good, like on TV, people get out and ice skate or whatever, but be cautious about that, because in my lifetime here, we've lost several young people in the county from accidents like that. I mean, there was a couple on Sand Mountain. I remember just almost like it was yesterday, 2 little brothers that drowned out there, just from out there. And we had a time like this where it was frozen there for a few days, and it looked good, but the ice was thin. They got out and they drowned. So just be careful. I mean, that's the biggest thing. We've got some warming shelters, now.
That's really what I wanted to
exactly,
make sure, because there's some folks that don't have houses that are capable of keeping it warm enough at 4 degrees.
That's right. And they may think they do.
Yes.
They really do, because we've not been through this, but you may think that propane heater or that gas furnace or that electric is going to, but this is going to be different. It's going to be totally different. And but we do have, and you can go on our website, and we'll tell you, Carrie will keep you briefed on that. It's all on the site, on the web. Or you can call me. We've got several places. Even the state park stepped up. That schedule is going to be kind of sketchy on the. That's why it's not on there right now. But they are going to open and help us out here on this. Help the people out on warming shelters. If you're out there and you get cold. South Dade down there, I don't know if you put that on or not, but you can call me down there. We've got our storm shelter ready, and it's warm in there. So if you're in South Dade or whatever, wherever, and you need, all you gotta do is call us. Don't be bashful. Don't sit there and freeze and get and get so cold, you think you don't know what to do. Well, we've got an answer for you. We can keep you warm. The sheriff's department, of course, the lobby in there will be it's always open anyway, but if you have to, you can go in there and stay for a while. But we're going to, just the biggest thing is just to use common sense. I use that word a lot, common sense, but use common sense and don't take chances. Just don't take chances.
I think that's the biggest thing. And for those of you listening out there, where the elderly live in your family. You need to be alert. They may not. We still have folks that are hesitant to call, and the family and friends and your church folks need to call these folks and make sure that they're warm, because there is, like you said, got to be places for them to go if it gets too cold.
That's right. Exactly.
So it will really take everybody stepping up, making sure the elderly in your family, bring them over to your house, and if you can't, then get them somewhere.
That's right.
Get them somewhere, because 4 degrees is with a wind chill at 15 or 20 below.
I mean, the wind's going to be a killer on it. I mean, it's really going to be rough. It's just when it comes in here, and it's going to hit us quick, you know. And of course, hopefully,
Patrick said we could
yeah.
drop 35 degrees in about an hour.
That's
hour and a
right.
half.
That's right. So in 2 hours' time, you're dropping 35 degrees. It's just going to be like walking in a ice box, a freezer. So you know, just be careful and just, you know, don't be bashful about calling, you know, because it's like Evan said, there's a lot of people you don't think about in this county that even when they need help, they got too much pride to call. Now, we got people in our county that's right the opposite too, but we've got people that really just they're hesitant about calling, whether it's about if they're hungry or if they're cold or whatever. But you know, we that's what we're here for. You know, we're public servants, and that's what.
And you know, it goes without saying, we don't have a member of the fire department here, but don't heat with your oven. Don't heat with your eyes on your stove.
No.
That's a recipe for danger and you know, just don't do it. Call somebody.
It'll at my grandmother's house when I was a kid, I can remember if it got cold, you know, because her old house didn't have insulation at all. I didn't know it till later on in life, it'd get cold in there, and the gas furnace couldn't keep up with it. She'd open her oven up and turn it on high, and we'd sit there, you know, by that oven, you know, not even think anything about it, you know. But it's just dangerous. You just don't need to do that.
And kerosene heaters are extremely dangerous.
That's right.
And ventilation, all kinds of different things.
Yeah, don't go out in the garage and crank your car up, and you know that's fine if you're going to get out and crank it outside maybe to keep warm. But there again, that's dangerous too. I mean, you know, you just don't just for a few minutes or something. But
is there a number that you want everybody to be, you know, call if they can't, if they need something?
Well, the actual, you know, you don't need, unless it's really an emergency, you don't need to dial 911. You can call our 657-4111 number, and that is a non-emergency number. It does go into 911, and it's a recorded line, but you know, you can actually call for help. And or call I answer my phone all the time. Just call it, you know, 423-667-8999, and you can go on and you can text Carrie's number. All of our numbers, all the commissioner's numbers is online or cell numbers.
Right.
And so just
by the way, social media following, you know. Carrie's going to keep up to date with all the shelters going to be opening, where they're going to be opening. So, you know, we understand that some of you don't have access to social media, but someone in your family hopefully does. But that's all going to be available. But if nothing else, call 657-4111, and they can get you whatever help you need to.
That's
Commissioner,
exactly
let's end on a very positive note. We wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas as we got the Christmas weekend coming up.
That's right. And then hope everyone else has really a good, you know, Merry Christmas and a safe Christmas, you know. And if you're traveling, you know, be careful. And if you're not, you know how traffic gets anyway. There's a lot of people already on the interstate. I noticed this morning that are already, you know, headed out and traveling. So it's going to be a lot of people on the road, and just be careful if you're out there, or if you're out, you know, in town there, you know, doing the last minute shopping, which a lot of people are.
Absolutely. The next couple of days, you're exactly right.
Oh yeah. Just be careful and just try to make positive out of this weather that's coming in. That's all I can tell you. You know, try to be, you know, look positive everything. You know, and we're just to let you know that myself and the commissioners, you know, and of course the sheriff and the sheriff's department. That's what we're here for you. That's what we're here for. You know, to help you.
Dade County Executive Ted Rumley, always here on Thursday morning, and we thank you very much. And 657-4111. If you don't have social media, don't have a way to find out information, you can always do that. If you need something, call 657-4111. Commissioner, thank you, and
thank you.
Merry Christmas.
All right, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Dade County